Get daily updates directly to your inbox, plus subscribe. Thank you for subscribing. Could not subscribe? Try again later. Invalid email. 1. It's not Easter Road, so where will Celtic's unbeaten run end? Keith Jackson. Pittodrie and Ibrox are the other most dangerous away day destinations on Celtic's fixture list. But Hibs could well emerge as their most serious threat in the second half of the season, and yesterday proved they can run the champions close. Ewan McLean. I'm starting to wonder if even Nostradamus could see that far in the future. Hibs and Motherwell have run them close, but I wouldn't be surprised if they remain unbeaten for the duration of this season too. Michael Gannon. Hibs pushed Celtic closer than anyone, and the Hoops were fortunate the run survived. It has to go at some time, and probably when it's least expected. Hamilton are at Parkhead in midweek. Maybe Martin Canning's men could be the shock troops. Gary Ralston. At Tynecastle on December 17th. When Ann Budge turns off the lights on the new main stand and Kyle Lafferty runs up under cover of darkness with the ball up his jumper and knocks it past Craig Gordon. Image. SNS. 2. Should Brendan Rodgers reconsider Craig Gordon's status as Celtic number 1? KJ. Gordon's last-minute clanger yesterday didn't end Celtic's unbeaten run, and his shot-stopping ability means the keeper will win Celtic many more points than he will cost them. But when these accidents happen too often, they become more and more difficult to ignore. His mistake almost ended the invincible run yesterday, but credit the guy for the huge part he's played in building the run to 68. For every clanger there's many more crackers. Like the save from Lewis Moult that proved a pivotal moment in the League Cup final. No, Craig Gordon is still Celtic and Scotland's best keeper. He's made a couple of errors, but they are only highlighted because his standards have been set so high. It would cost a fortune to find another shot stopper at his level. Only if he fails to spot Lafferty tucking that match ball under his shirt. Seriously, the keeper has made some outstanding stops in recent weeks, even against Anderlecht and Motherwell in the Betfred Cup final. Cut him some slack. Image. SNS. 3. Now that the Derek McInnes saga is over, who should Rangers appoint as their new manager? KJ. Someone who is prepared to take on the concomitant risks of having his professional reputation trashed by his own chairman. Good luck with that. The January transfer window is almost upon us, so it would be helpful to have a man in place and ready to do business from the moment the bells ring. A man who knows the demands of the job and a good understanding of the transfer market. Let's call him Alex McLeish. Rangers have boxed themselves into a corner by chucking their eggs in one basket, then ending up with yolk on their face. Credible candidates will run a mile after some of the carry-on in the last week, but it's still a desirable gig. They need to let the dust settle though, so let Graham Murdy get on with the job until the January shutdown. Rachel Riley from Countdown. After Rangers trumped Celtic's paltry scuttlebutt effort from their AGM with a mighty concomitant in Thursday night statement. Really? Tommy Wright, Alex Neil, Billy Davies, or whisper this one around Kilmarnock fans, what about Steve Clark? Image. SNS Group. 4. Are things looking bleak for Partick Thistle already? KJ. At this point they're looking worse than bleak, but that doesn't mean Thistle are goners. Far from it. They came on strong during the second half of last season, and, with 4 teams within 7 points, they have plenty of targets still to reel back in. Remember that Thistle were in a similar position this time last year. They didn't panic. Stuck to their game plan, and it didn't half come good in the new year when they went on a terrific run all the way to the top 6. but that won't happen again if they defend like they did in Kilmarnock on Saturday. The alarm bells are deafening at Firhill at the moment. They have struggled to score goals but are now shipping them at the other end. They have been in sticky patches before and then hit form, and need to do so again. It's too early to hit the panic button, but the Jags need a spark or they could start to spiral. Scottish football loves a crisis. Alan Archibald has not gone from being a good manager to bad in 6 months. They're 4 points off second bottom with a game in hand. Archibald is astute and knows the drill. It's a bad month, not a bad managerial reign.